temperature. If temperature is high, it will impact our health. If temperature is low, it will also impact our health. Radiation, some radiation is coming from the radioactive element. It can impact our health. Illumination, also high illumination, also bad impact, and low illumination also in our vision. High pressure, it can impact. Then ergonomics, lifting, repetitive motion, pressure, monotony, fatigues. This falls under the ergonomics problem. So ergonomics problem also can have the problem. Then chemical, dust, fiber, fumes, smoke, mist, aerosol, gases, vapor, and these are comes under the hazard, chemical hazard, and biological hazard like virus, bacteria, fungi, then snake, reptile, scorpion, tiger. These all comes under the biological hazard. Okay. Anybody has any question? Hello. So how we implement this system in our organization? The OHMS policy. First, we have to prepare the policy, OHMS policy in our organization. Then we have to prepare, fix the scope. What is our scope of the ISO implementation? Then OHMS Apex manual preparation. We have to prepare the manual document procedure. Then we have to prepare the objectives and target. So we already discussed about how we set the objectives on the basis of a SMART principle. We have to set the objective and target. Then OHSMS procedure preparation. We have to prepare procedure of different function, SOP. Then OHSMS document and format. We have to make a format. And the ISO always said that we have to document control is very important. So different people in the organization, same organization, using the different document, it's will is not allowed. So everybody will use a uniform documentation system. It's very important. Then a scope, we have to fix the scope. Policy, already objectives, HERA register. It's very important. Hazard, HERA register is that hazard identification and risk assessment. We have to first tabulate what is the our activity, all activities from starting to end, and then relevant what is the hazard with respect to that activities. We have to identify those hazard and then evaluate the level of hazard, and then we can calculate the risk. So this is called under the, this comes under the HERA register. We have to make the HERA register is very important for the OHSMS, that is ISO 45000. We have to make a HERA register, and in the HERA register we have to identify the risk and take the corrective measure so that we can control those risks, eliminate those risks. Legal and other requirement register, we have to make the legal register also. Whatever the applicable law of that that particular country. For example, India has different law, UAE has different law, USA has different law, UK has different law. According to that countries where we are working, we have what are the applicable legal requirement, we have to tabulate, and we have to comply all the legal requirement as per the requirement. Emergency response plan, this is very important. We have to, in case of an emergency, how we respond, how we cope up the situation. So we have to make a response plan, and accordingly we have to do the mock drill. We have to preparedness, how we are prepared, mock drill, so how we are prepared for the control of the emergency situation within our organization. Procedure for evaluation and selection of the supplier. We have to select the whatever the, this is the requirement of the ISO 45000. Document need for Effective planning, operation, control of the process. We have to different document required, format required. So as per the requirement, we have to make those format. Non-conformance output. When your audit are coming from the either from the internal audit, either from the external audit, so those are not non-conformity of the requirement that called comes under the non-conformity. The short term it's called NC. So the internal, whether it is internal auditor, whether it is external auditor, if they are doing some NC, we have to take the corrective action of the, so whatever the non-conformity output, we have to take response. We have to take corrective action of that output so that it can be controlled. Interested party suggestion and concern. We have discussed about interested party. What are the concern and suggestion of interested party? We have to incorporate those in our plan. Interaction with the external provider, audit and inspection program. So interaction with the external provider, we have to, whatever the our external provider, like the financer, like our promoter, like the our directors who are supporting us, we have to interact with it, how we implement those things. We have to take feedback of that factor also. Then do the audit and inspection program and do the internal audit and inspection, so that what is going on, we have to check our in organization. Client's feedback, including the complaint. We have to take the client's feedback, what our client is saying that about our product or service. And then whether it is feedback, there are two types of feedback. Maybe either they have some complaint, then we have to go through the root cause of the complaint. What is the complaint? What is the reason of the complaint? And then we have to rectify those complaints. It will become very beneficial for the organization. Aspect and OHS hazard. So we have to see some environmental aspect, that is, it mainly comes in the environmental management system, but sometimes we have to see what is the impact of environment of human health. That aspect we have to take. And OHS hazard, occupational safety hazard, is in our organization. So that we have to take care. Then it's very important we have to train our people so that they can know about how we have to do, how we have to implement this system. So training is very important part. What training we have to do? Training to acquire participant with the knowledge and skill. So we have to make our workers, our employee, so participant with the knowledge and skill. Both knowledge, we have to give the knowledge by training, and then enhance the knowledge, skill of the person needed for auditing and management system. How do the audit? How do the internal audit? How do the all? We have to provide the training to our employee. Training and awareness to fulfillment of the standard requirement. So we have to give the training for the standard requirement also. How we implement, what is the requirement of a standard? If we know, then we can implement. Otherwise, how we know, we cannot implement the standard requirement. Then training and awareness of the for fulfillment of requirement given by auditors from the certification body. Then certification body is giving some remark, observation, NC, non-conformance. So then how we control those non-conformance, we have to provide the training also, so that we can be able to achieve those non-conformance, control those non-conformance. So training and awareness, then training for OHMS requirement, training for OHS implementation and maintenance, training for hazard and risk assessment, identification, training and awareness for internal auditors, training for audit report preparation. So all we have to provide the training of organization before starting the implementation of the ISO system in our organization. So everybody is saying that ISO has some, there is so many documents, we have to prepare many documents. It's nothing like this. There is some people are thinking we have to prepare so many documents in ISO. No, like this. Document management system, documented management system, not a system of documents. If we are doing this systematically, we cannot have much document requirement. We have to have day by day activities that we are doing everyday activities that we consider in the frame of ISO. It's big. This is the process of ISO implementation. And one Greek Greek some Cypriot entrepreneur is that Mr. Stelios Haji Lonayu has told that if think safety is expensive, try an accident. If any accident happen in our organization, there is so many complications. Person has died, we have to give the compensation of the person family. Then police case will also occur. Then reputation of the company is gone. There's an incident happen. Then so many complications. And if accident happen, the other people also become scared. So that impact the productivity also if any accident happen. So that we have to take the safety is not expensive. We have to, if we are feeling that the idea, we have to go. If any accident happen, then we can consider those things. The essence of the risk management is to avoid high risk, manage medium risk, and live with the low risk. There is one term, ALAP, as low as reasonable practical. So suppose any machine is there, machine will run, then production will come. If it will not run, the noise is there. We cannot have any noise, but we have to run the machine. At least he has some minimum noise is there. So that alarm as low as reasonable practical, we think in that aspect always. Reduce the risk. If cannot 100% eliminate the risk. If you stop the production, stop the activity, then 100% we can reduce, but we cannot reduce 100%. We cannot stop our work. So we have to minimize. That's called medium risk and live with the low risk sometimes. For example, noise. More than 85 decibel, we cannot work as per the Indian rules and regulations and all things worldwide also. So if you feel there is a high noise, then we try to reduce. But minimum level, we cannot reduce up to that level. Then we have to live with that is as per the permissible limit. We can work under the permissible limit. Okay. Any question, any doubt? Hello?
No, sir.
Hello? I think so.
Anyone want to ask question? Hello, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, please ask.
If anybody, I welcome all of you. If anybody ask any doubt, we can ask. I will reply all the doubt. I will try to solve that doubt. And when you are doing the lead auditor course, that is there are two types of course. One is full-time course and one is the part-time course. Full-time course, that is a 40-hour course is there for lead auditor. 40 hours course, we have to appear for the 5 days, 8 hours. It will during daytime, but nowadays online people are doing part-time internal this auditor course, that is for the 4-hour app for 9 days and 1 day for the examination. So these are those two types of course for the internal lead auditor courses in the market. If anybody interested, we can be helpful for this lead auditor course. So if anybody interested, and if any question, you can ask any question. I think everybody has understood.
Everybody that clears?
Hello, friend.
Yes, sir.
Please
Good evening,
respond.
sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Please
Yes, tell me,
respond.
please.
Sir, I am clear on your topic.
Yes, please
Yes,
ask.
yes. So I think there is no any question. Hello. Now we can conclude this session.
I think everybody know to the session. So if you have any questions, so please ask that. You have a 2 minute session. So sir, everybody is not at. So no have any question. Thank you for this session.
Okay, so thank you all of you and welcome all of you in this session. If anybody, and we can ask any question later also. So thank you all of you for this, your patience and your coming in this session.
29 January is the first. 29 January is the first classes started that. So if anyone interested, so enroll that. So 29 January is the first session classes, the ISO 45001. So we will provide, if you are the enroll, though you will join the first classes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you.
sir. Thank you.
We'll call you later.
Yes, sir.